No, I'm totally good, but the reality is that marriage was not, that marriage was not to honor the Lord. So, grew up in a church, going to every Sunday and attended every youth event, and really didn't need Jesus on a day-to-day basis, and really kind of had him at a distance, but always knew he was there if I needed him. And that continued through college and into adulthood, up until we got married. And actually, I'd probably say even when we got married, it was really further out than he was growing up. And within that first year, we started struggling almost immediately. Married 10 years, together for 12, and there was never really a moment where it was smooth sailing. We tried things. We tried moving back to Texas from Kansas, tried going to law school, to having kids, to buying a house. Every Band-Aid we could think of to really, put this together for the long run, because that's what we wanted. Christ was not involved. We did not allow him to be involved in the process of it. He was completely excluded. It wasn't until we separated for the first time, and Parker, my son, was 3 months old, that I actually felt a need to seek him and to bring him in on a day-to-day basis, because I couldn't do it myself anymore. That was really the beginning of me turning towards him and seeking that relationship with Christ. When we got back together 3 months later, we made a commitment to each other and to continue to put this together, to find common ground. We never got there. Even after separating, the separation getting back, it wasn't 6 months later that we were going through the same cycle of pain that we had experienced for the previous 4 years. She filed for divorce on September 25th, 2017, 3 weeks after separating. There were times where crying with the pain and just crying out to him saying, I need you because I don't have it. I can't do this. There's nothing left. If you have to meet me here because I have nothing else. And he met me there every time. Every time. All it took was for me just to look up. And I'm not saying that it was easy, that it went away immediately, but ultimately he was in control. It took me to constantly remind myself that I'm not alone, that he loves me more than anybody else, that he loves my kids more than I do, that he loves her more than I do. The story of the gospel is that God came here to recreate the world and to create all things new. Just grabs me. God does intervene in your life. He changes your heart. He can point your heart toward the direction that it needs to go to, and that you have to look up. So in this new season of life, it's every day, I just look up. I just constantly remind myself just to look up, because the moment that you look down is the moment that you just lose sight and you lose focus on what matters, and that's your relationship with Christ.